Hello, everybody. Celebrating tonight. Wearing my USA hat. I don't know what to say. We're down to one person in the room. Yeah, when I was waiting to come on, there were like four. Anyway, hey, everybody. It's Saturday night, Hockey Talk live stream. And welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming in. Say hi. Snakes on a Plane. Hey, Snakes on a Plane. I like the name. Shamir, how's it going, Shamir? Oh, the room is filling up quickly. So, kind of celebrating tonight because of the I'm an American and Canadian. I'm a dual citizen, and I'm celebrating the victory in the U.S. for Joe Biden and some sanity brought back to the world, literally. And so I'm celebrating tonight. I'm going to take a shot of Jack Daniels to celebrate. Anybody want to join me? Take a minute and go get something, and we're going to take a shot and celebrate a pretty big victory, important for everybody. NHL hockey news, how's it going? Mustache, yes. So it's Movember. So if anybody's noticing, I shaved everywhere, left the mustache. So there is a link in the description if anybody wants to donate to Movember. There's a link down there to get you right to the site. I didn't click. I've never clicked it myself, but I'm sure it'll explain itself if you click on it. And yeah, so I'm doing my part. I haven't had just a mustache, I think, and that's got to be over 30 years. And yeah. Haven't shaved my chin. It was so weird. And, weird thing was I was doing that. I was kind of, I've been waiting for the announcement that Biden wins and all that stuff. And I got to go take a shower, get everything. And I shaved, and I was shaving that off as they were announcing that he wins. So I was kind of shaving Trump away. And it worked. Yeah, it's just temporary. For the month of November, I'm going to grow. I'm not really sure I'm going to shave like this again. I don't like it. But yeah, it's for that. So where am I? Jeez, don't know where. Shamir got Jack and Coke. I've been just drinking because I like to have one during these lives. Awesome. Well, anybody wants to join me, I'm going to have a shot of Jack Daniels. I figure it's appropriate Jack Daniels. Two reasons. One, that's what was here. It's my son's. I took a shot of it. And, it's kind of a Southern whiskey, if I'm correct. And considering, got to bridge the divide down there between the South, where most of those Trump voters are, and everybody else, like, bridge this divide. So I figured a shot of Jack Daniels. That's my contribution to doing that. So we'll do that in a minute. Yes, Crocodile Milkshake. I love your guys' names. They're freaking awesome. Yes. Thank God. If there was one, thank God that Trump is gone. Hey, David, I'm sorry. I haven't answered comments. I've been really tied up with this bloody election. Finally, it's over. Yes. I did remember. It's not Monday, but yes, happy birthday to David. Everybody wish David a happy birthday. He's turning 23 on Monday. Says David Arthur. Everybody, please wish David a happy birthday. And happy birthday, David. Thanks for being here. Like, you've been here for forever following this channel, and I really do appreciate it. So happy birthday. Hey, maybe you can wear your t-shirt on your birthday to remember Talking Habs. Okay, a lot of people here, just going pretty fast. Munib, hey, thanks, buddy. What was that? George Paro soup strainer. Have you ever had a George Paro soup strainer? Never heard of it before. What's that? I imagine that's a drink. Let's see now. Owen, how's it going? Randy, if I missed anybody because it's scrolling, I'm sorry. Just retype, I'll say hi or answer your question or whatever you want. Maybe. Oh, okay. Wait, I started on that. Maybe Trumpet can donate his wig for Movember since he can't grow a mustache. You're talking about? Yeah, maybe he can. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a wig. It's one of those really bad comb overs. It seems to be. So yeah, whatever he's got on his head. Redden, please tell me you didn't want Biden to win the election. I can't tell you that because I'm about to drink a shot to the fact that he won. I apologize if you don't like my politics, but I don't really do politics here anyway. I don't really care. Look, everybody's politics is their own. At least on this channel, we're here to talk hockey, not politics. Since it's my channel and I want to celebrate, sorry if it bothers anybody. I'm totally sorry, but I'm not going to. I know I just apologized for it. I'm about to say I'm not going to apologize for it, but that's how it is. Sorry, buddy. I don't see any toilet paper on my. No, I did not cut myself. Amazingly enough. Now we can see some Caulfield very soon for games. I think this week it starts. Can't wait to see him. Yeah, actually, you're right. The 13th. Am I right? The 13th, and we are the 7th, so less than a week. Rob Dario. I haven't had the first one. I'm about to. Redden. Biden does no NHL. Open your ears, open your mind. Trump 20. Well, I got to say this, first of all. Biden's not taking away NHL or hockey or this or that. And to put up Trump 2020, Redden, buddy, listen, really, it's over. It's not going to happen. So I don't know why you want to put up Trump 2020. Trump 2024. Actually, you know what? Probably going to be in 2024. What's his name? Okay, I'm about to swear, so sorry. Fucker Tarleton probably going to run there. That's what I hear. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, or Don Jr., but they're not going to be successful. So listen, Redden, when I'm talking like this, I mean, you can close your ears. I don't know. But listen, politics here isn't really a big thing. Just tonight, it's a monumental historical night. Sorry to say, but it's sure. Actually, I'm not sorry to say. I'm not sorry to say. And if anybody doesn't really like it, I can't help that. So here's to hope for the world. And things can start anew. Let's bridge the divide. And here's to America. Here's to Canada and America close together. And here's to you guys. Oh. Whoa, that's a heavy shot of Jack. Awesome. I'm just going to chase it with some water because it is burning its way down. Awesome. Here's to the future. And here's to the end of the pandemic, hopefully eventually. And better times ahead. So I just scrolled down to the bottom again. Sorry. I'm actually going to start with one from Redden and go from there. If I missed anything, you just got to retype it. Or take a super chat and I'll see that for sure. Biden did not win yet. The media said they did. But the media has nothing to do with the law. Don't worry. I know the law. It doesn't actually become official till December 9th. There's a couple of things. If you want me to explain what it is, I will explain it to you. Every state will now recheck everything. And they will officially, after rechecking all signatures, everything that they did, they will then officially announce that their results are real. Then there will be allowed to be a recount. And if they choose to do a recount, then they will recount it by December 1st. They will make the absolute official announcement on who won each state. And then on December 8th, the electoral college votes, the people who do the electoral college voting, they will make their votes. And they will usually come in as the voting is. There's a possibility that can be taken away by that. But that's what happens. They make their vote. And then on December 9th, guess what? We got ourselves a winner. I want to know how many times was it not the guy that they announced and projected that was the winner? Maybe the only time in 2000 with Gore and Bush. So I know my stuff. Red, and let's not argue. It's my YouTube channel. All I'm doing is celebrating. I'm allowed to. Please don't have that here because I'm telling you this straight up. If you want to pull that on me, you will not be on this channel. I'm not doing that to you, buddy. Let's not have that fight here. Okay, we're not talking anymore about politics because I did my shot. I'm happy. Let's go. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it, buddy. Who do I think is better at hockey, Biden or Trump? Yeah. Where do you think the Canadians finish? Ooh, where did that go? in the standings. That depends. You got a Bruins thing. Are you a Bruins fan? That's cool. That depends on how the setup is, because it's going to possibly be an all-Canadian division for Montreal next year. So that will going to make a big difference. And quite frankly, from what I can see, most people think that in an all-Canadian division, Montreal will finish probably first, second, or third, which I do too. I think I had them in third place. I'm not sure. I did a video on this. In an Atlantic division, most actually experts that I've read and stuff, they think Montreal won't finish as high and maybe struggle to get to fourth. So it depends on how they're going to play. If it's an Atlantic, I think they still finish in the top three. Either way, Atlantic or an all-Canadian. They're going to have a really good goaltending tandem. We'll see. You'll see. Third GoPro Tendy. What's that mean, third GoPro Tendy? George Parros played for Montreal, yeah. And when you say played, didn't he get hurt in a fight within a few games, and he never really came back? After the 2013 lockout for a month or something. Yeah, he got hurt really early and concussion and all that, and never came back. Correct me if I'm wrong. His mustache is extraordinary. A soup strainer isn't. I get it. Yeah, and I can't grow one that long. I don't like even my beard, anything too long. That's when it gets itchy for me. So this will just go to my normal. Actually, depends. I don't know how long it's going to grow. I can't, now that I've shaved it the first time, I can't really touch it until December 1st. So I don't know how long it'll grow. It might get really long. It might not. I'm going to see what we got there. But yeah, so maybe I'll have a soup strainer. Let's see now. Nope. Trade Byron, sign Granlund, third line winger who could put up tons of points and could be an experienced center. Yeah, I don't think he's going to do much till personally. I don't think he's going to do much till training camp when he sees what he's got. Sorry for the dog barking. And dog outside barking, and mine's going to bark. So I think they're going to see what they got in training camp. Because remember, you sign somebody like that, you're paying money. They're kind of close to the cap. They're really close to the cap. So a lot of everything is going to be how can they get guys in that aren't going to be too expensive? And I think you're going to see them see if a guy like Paling is ready, anybody else of the prospects, and have them fill in those spots. And you might have a little less experience, but I think a lot of teams are going to do that too. Have their prospects playing in the lower on the lower lines because they don't have the money. So yeah, not that I don't like Granlund or anything, but I don't think that he's going to make a move like that. George, this is my first use of my updated keyboard. What do you mean by an updated keyboard? I'm confused. Against Toronto. Wait a second. Okay, I'm not sure why you're saying against Toronto. Is that where he got injured? GoPro. I agree they'll be a scary team if they live up to their potential. Oh, that's who goalie girls was talking to. GoPro Tendy. I didn't realize that. Do you think the depth of Montreal adds up for their lack of a superstar, or do you think Suzuki will turn into a superstar? I think Nick Suzuki has the potential to turn into a superstar. I think we need probably about 2 seasons for him to get there. But yeah, I do think so. I think their depth and the fact that you got 9 guys that potentially can give you 20 plus points, goals. I mean, you're going to get scoring all through the lineup, and I think in place of not having that superstar, you get scoring from everywhere. It's just as good. Toronto, Edmonton, Calgary, Montreal, Vancouver, if it's all Canadian. Yeah, well, I did my video, so let's see. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. And by the way, I would have had 2 videos out today, but I'm having trouble recording. And I had somewhere to go, and an hour I tried to record the first video, and 6 times it shut down on me. So I really got to replace that graphics card somehow soon. So after this live stream, I'm going to try to get that video recorded. I've got another one. I'll tell you what I'm doing anyways. It's the third part of the goalie tandems where Jeff and I talked about it, and we were going through everything, and he was going to help me, to do the video. And turns out we decided, or I decided, I guess it's my videos. Jeff did his own picks. I did my own, and you can see, I don't know if you can really read them. They're up on the board there. That's the video that I'm going to do. So Jeff's are there. Mine are going to fill in and talk about it. And Jeff doesn't get an opportunity to give his reasoning for some of his picks, obviously, but he's going to on our next podcast, which we're going to do tomorrow night. And this time we're actually going to get together and do it. We're going to actually do a podcast based on that video where Jeff's going to be able to, we're going to go through him and he's going to tell you why he picked this or that. And I think it's going to be a great podcast. I hope it's going to be a good video if I can get it done. And then, see, it's a top 20, and I was going to do 31-1. So for the bottom 11 teams, Jeff's are on the bottom there, and I'll show you tomorrow in the video. But I have done, I wrote a poem to give my reasoning for each team. So there's 11 verses, and it's all related to the team and my picks will be on the board. And anyway, I think it'll be an interesting way to do it, and I hope you guys will watch it and enjoy it. So there you go. Is Charles Hudon a bust? I guess at this point you can say that he's a bust because at his age, he's great in the AHL and he can score and all that, but not in the NHL. So I guess at his age you can say that. Today was really warm in Ottawa. That one gone as well. Never thought I'd see people wearing tank tops in November. I was out in shorts. So yeah. So ready for hockey. Your stream feel good with a week of following Trump Biden show. Thanks. No problem. Appreciate that. And of Redden, it's unfortunate. Redden's been around for a long time. I like the guy. I didn't know his politics or anything. It's unfortunate he can't handle that. I'm talking about this. I thought I was fair to him. And but quite honestly, after 4 years of Trump and 4 years of that, I feel so much better that at some point soon, we're not going to have that every day. What has he done now? What has he said now? We'll have some normalcy. It'll feel better. And, I don't hate the other side, but if they want to push that garbage on me and tell me I'm wrong and I'm crazy, and I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Hey, Rick, do I like the Ottawa Senators? I don't mind the Ottawa Senators or not. Okay, Jeff, oops, I missed. Winnipeg, Toronto, Edmonton, Calgary, Montreal. Well, Montreal keeps dropping. Anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow on the podcast. Not a problem. I think LA is a playoff team and one of the best goalie tandems in the NHL. Yeah, you've got them pretty high up. I do, but I don't want to. I should have erased that, but I don't want to rewrite everything. So, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how clearly you guys can see that there. So, anyways, it's only Jeff's picks. They're not mine. I only got one of them up there on the board. Google changed my on-screen keyboard. Google changed it. What the hell's that about? Really? That's got to be a glitch on your end, though. That sucks. Just take a second and cool off. Yeah, I don't know what. I guess, listen, I'm going to have to go and I'm going to have to hide them from the channel. Listen, you know what? It's very simple. If I'm not allowed to have my politics, then goddamn well neither are you. Just because you think you're right doesn't make you a bully or make you right to bully me into mine or out of mine. So forget that garbage on this channel, and my dog is barking just to point out that I'm right. So anybody out there that feels like Redden and doesn't want to be here, then don't be here. But you're not going to bully me in my politics. That you can fucking forget, okay? So, Redden, if you don't like it and you're still listening, just cancel yourself out of this channel because I guarantee you, and I got nothing against you till tonight, so I don't know what's going on, But we're done if you're going to do that and talk about me like that. Because of my politics. But you're allowed your politics, aren't you? Right? Yeah. Like religion. God says it's right, so no matter what I think, you're going to tell me what I think. Fuck that. And this is my goddamn channel, and I'll talk about whatever the goddamn hell I want. Now that we're done that and I ranted, okay, let's see where we are. I guess maybe, did I drop anybody? Anybody mad at me other than Redden? If you liked what I said, do me a favor, show me right now. If you haven't given a thumbs up, give a thumbs up to that. And I'm okay. Listen, if you're on the other side, that's fine. Just don't push that shit on me and tell me what my rights are and what I have to think, because that ain't happening. If you liked it, give a thumbs up. I'd love to see how everybody thinks. All right. Where are we? Hey, Massimo, how's it going, buddy? The F word. Oh, no. Sorry. Maybe I should change the tag there that it's not, what is it? Safe for work. Oops. All right. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I super appreciate that. And listen, you don't have to agree with me. I'm not going to be like the other one. So you got to do this. Can't you do that? Yeah, it's fine if you just don't push it here and all that. It is my channel. And yeah, I'm allowed to talk about it because of that fact that it is my channel. So yeah, I'll take advantage of that every now and then, right? Why have a channel when you can't say things sometimes that you want to say? Okay. Yeah, that shot was really good. I don't have any more around me here, but yeah. Anybody out there, take a shot. I think you are right. Thumb up. Thank you. I saw that his message saying it isn't my channel. It's not my channel because I think Trump sucks. So he's saying if I don't support Trump, I'm not allowed to have a channel. And he says Biden's going to take stuff away from us. Can you imagine that? Is that like talking out of two sides of your mouth or what? Biden's going to take away hockey. If you don't support Trump, you can't have a channel. What is that about? What? Are you kidding me? That's what I don't like. So I don't know. What can I do with him? Redden's gone. I just hit him from the channel. So we don't have to see his stupid garbage. And I'm sorry because we got along. I was happy with this guy. I never had a problem with him. We got along well, but that's garbage. Sorry. He's gone. He's not coming back. I lost a subscriber. Oh, well. And I don't mean that lightly to all you other subscribers. I'm just saying if someone's going to give me that kind of garbage, it's like, kind of bye, Felicia. Okay. I'm happy today. I'm definitely not getting upset over that stuff. So we're going to watch bubble hockey in January. I don't think it's going to be bubble hockey exactly, though. I don't think it's not going to be bubble hockey like the playoffs we just saw. The rink will be bubble when you get there. I don't think they're going to be stuck there. They're going to be able to go home to their families, the hotels, wherever they're going to stay. So I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I know they're working on it now. So imagine we'll find out something soon. Because their start date is they're still looking at January 1st. So we'll have to see. Hey, David, enjoy the beer, buddy. Enjoy the beer. How much do you think KK and Suzuki will make after their entry-level deal? It's a good question. I kind of think KK is probably going to come in around 4 or 5 million, somewhere there on a shorter deal. And then Suzuki's probably going to be making around 6.5 on his first bridge deal, and it might even be higher and sign for longer because I can see them trying to sign Suzuki 7-8 years or 8 years, I guess, and paying him $7 million after that. If in 2 years is it next season? Let's see what he does next year, and we'll kind of know better. But yeah, I kind of think Suzuki will make more than KK to start with. You didn't start anything, buddy. I started it. So don't you worry at all. I started it. I was posting the good news from the States, so don't worry about it. It had nothing to do with you. It's just look, if they can't handle, it's okay for them to tell me what to do and tell me how to think, but they can't handle it the other way around. I'm sorry. Like, what's with that? I that's that doesn't work with me. If you're gonna give me shit, you better be prepared to take some shit back. And also, if you're gonna knock me down, you better make sure I'm staying down, because if I get up, you might be going down next. So what's going on with Montreal? I heard something about Gaudreau. I haven't heard a damn thing, honestly, and I've been looking. You saw my last odds and ends, the two of them. Wasn't much more than a little bit more than like this day in history, 2 odds and ends ago. And the last one, that's all I had. There's not much happening right now. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Gaudreau. What have you heard? Let us all know. Canadian division would be crazy. Hell of a battle to make playoff. That's for sure. You know, I'm more optimistic, I guess, than Jeff for that. I think that Montreal will do well in the all-Canadian division. I think they will do well. I think they will do well in the Atlantic division as well next season. How Alberta is doing their minor hockey could work for the NHL. It's a very interesting model. Well, yeah, I think, the NHL is going to take a lot of take notes on what's going on all around all these sports leagues that are playing all around the world and come up with something that'll work. But I don't think we'll see a bubble situation like they did for the return to play. I can't see how that would work for a full season plus playoffs. But, maybe that's what they do, but I don't know. We'll see. Because don't forget, it looks like I guess there's going to be a possibility of having some fans in the stands come very early spring. It looks like there might be a vaccine out and there might be available. So I don't know. So that, they might be able to have fans. And I think if they can, they're going to want to. So I don't know that a bubble exactly is going to work. But like 2 months from now, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to be? Do I live in the States or in Canada? I live in the city of my team. I live here in Montreal. I was born in upstate New York. My parents were both from Montreal. But my dad was working for IBM down there back in 1963 when I was born. And so my first 4.5 years are down there. I was born down there. So I'm a dual citizen based on my birth being American. And when you're born to Canadian parents, even though you're born outside of Canada, you're Canadian. So I'm Canadian and I'm American. So therefore, the dual citizen. But I've been here my whole life, basically. I mean, I was 4.5. So I've been here. I'm 57 now. So going to be 58 soon. So put it together. You know how long I've been here. So for me, I'm Canadian. But I have my American side. I wanted to celebrate today. I don't think anything wrong with that. I don't think so. Rick, I'm really sorry. I ate before I'm really concerned regarding the owners of some teams. Like, how are they going to have the money to afford to have no spectators? Yeah, well, this is the problem, right? This is the problem. Listen, there's some owners. Look, there's that talk that Carolina is having. Dundon is having some trouble with money. I didn't hear what happened with that. He had to put up some money before the end of last month, or the team could revert back to Peter Carmanos. So that would mean he's having money problems. So, this is a problem for all leagues, all teams, is exactly that even the biggest teams could be in money problems because of this. I don't think so much here in Montreal because, look, honestly, Molson's got deep pockets. He sells beer. He's never going to – that's always going to be sold. Habs hockey, do you like Justin Trudeau? I'm going to refuse to answer that based on only this. Look at the crap that came up for what I did. I don't want this channel to be about politics. I know whether I like Trudeau or not is a – I mean, look, you want to put it two and two together – put it together because you should be able to figure that one out pretty much, but I'm not going to talk about it. Coming back with a bat, LOL, like I told you before. Yeah, on the pod, we'll beat each other up on the podcast, Jeff. Listen, Jeff and I don't think we see 100% eye to eye politics wise, and it's not to say he's totally on the opposite. He's not. Just that we don't see 100%. We don't have a problem with that because you know what? We don't really talk about it much. But I felt tonight, considering what's going on, that considering it's my channel, I had the right to talk a little bit about it. That's it. If I lose some subscribers, which could happen, I get it. I'm comfortable with that. Everyone's got the right to feel how they want. And if you don't like my right to say what I have to say, that's fine. You can have your right to unsubscribe. But what you don't have the right is to come into my channel and put me down for my feelings, what I will, how I think. Yeah, that you don't have the right to do. David, my hot take for the Canadian division is Montreal Canadiens, Ottawa Senators. Oh, that's a hot take. Ottawa ain't finishing in the top. But it's okay. Vancouver Canucks, Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, Winnipeg Jets, and Toronto Maple Leafs dead last. Yeah, I don't see the Ottawa Senators, but I mean, you never know. Hockey, you never know how it's going to turn out. Carolina must like that Aho contract now. Yeah, probably they don't. I've got for the Carolina. You might be interested in when I do the video on the bottom 11 teams for goalie tandems. I've got Carolina in the bottom, and you might like my verse about it. Just look up that Gaudreau room, and it was started by Eklund, so there's probably zero truth to it, and that's probably true right there. If Eklund said it, I'm not going to count too much on that freaking thing happening. Drinking Molson Canadian right now. Go Habs, go! Even when we do talk about it, we are grown-ups. That's it. Jeff and I are grown-ups about it, but we're not that far away from how we believe. Not that far off. And so it's not really a problem. But yeah, we've had just the other day, we wanted to talk about stuff. We started talking about this, and I told them, I said, listen, we're not agreeing on that. So why don't we just not talk politics and we'll talk hockey? And we talked for like 3 hours, so I think it was fine. I'm okay. You got, just don't push me around. Jeff doesn't push me around with whatever his belief is, and I don't push it on him either. He knows how I feel. I don't exactly know how Jeff does feel, but I know it's a little different than me. So yeah, that's fine. And you know what? To that degree that we are different, it actually makes for a better podcast when we work together like that because, we're not coming from exactly the same place. And that's what you want to see. You want to see people. There's nothing wrong with people having different ideas and different thoughts. There's nothing wrong with it at all. This channel is kind of based on that. You come here. I can't think of his name now, from Boston. He's a Boston Bruins fan. I didn't get on him for being a Boston Bruins fan. I got Toronto Maple Leafs fans. I don't get on them for being Toronto Maple Leafs fans. They can be fans of whoever they want. Just don't come here and put us down for being fans of who we like. That's the whole thing. And there's room for conversation, and it makes the conversation better when you've got different points of view and you don't always hear what you want to hear. I was okay with Redden if he wanted to talk nicely about it. I can hear it from the other side. I don't have a problem with that. But don't. Anyway, let's not get back to that. I'd say the original 6 teams are all doing pretty fine financially. Let me think about that now. I would think, right? I can't think of one of them that I wouldn't think has good money. I would think they're doing good. But you know what? It's not easy if you're not taking in the extra money. They got contracts to pay out. They still got to pay these guys. So even some of the richest teams, it's going to hurt, but they should be okay. Trade Tatar before we lose him for nothing. Yeah, I could see that, depending on how Montreal is doing come trade deadline, Tatar may walk for nothing. If you're in the race, you've got a good shot to win. You're not trading a guy that could potentially be your leading scorer or right in there. You're going into the playoffs. You're not doing that. So there's good potential that Tatar will be let go to walk and sign somewhere else, and we get nothing for it. Although, if you notice, too, some of the teams, what they're doing now, before, I'll say July 1st because it's free agency period, but before the free agency period starts, you might trade away the rights to the guy 2-3 weeks before that for, a draft pick and get something back for him. So they're starting to do that. We'll see how it goes. But no, you can maybe expect that Tatar might go for nothing because we're in the run and they want to win. And Rick, I never do hot takes, although I think that if it was a Canadian division, the Leafs won't be in the top 3 teams in Canadian division. Again, I don't remember. You got to look at my video. I don't remember where I had the Leafs. I think in 4th, fighting to get in. So, and I think I had Montreal 2nd in that. I know goalie tandems, I had them 1st, but I think to finish in the standings, I think I had them 2nd or 3rd, Montreal, with Toronto behind them. Carolina is fine with that Aho deal. They got one of the best young players in the league on a very nice deal. It is a very nice deal, no, but apparently Dundon's having a little money problems. I guess the thing with Karmanos is there's a payment to be made from buying the team from him, and he has to make the payment by the end of October, or the team could transfer back to Karmanos. That I read from a good source online. So I didn't hear anything else, so I figured he made the payment. So Steve Jameson, go Habs, go! Awesome, buddy. Keep Tatar and let him walk. The cap space will be just as valuable as his stats will be next season. Well, I think that's what they're going to do. Is they're going to probably, depending if they're not in the run, if it's a bad season, doesn't work out that way, and they're not, they'll trade him at the deadline and get something. But if they're in the run for a playoff spot or a cup or whatever they're in the run for, they're not going to be concerned that they might not get anything for him, I think. Ray Buckle, the London Knights make more money than most NHL teams, which is sad. But where they make a lot of their money is like merchandise and stuff. London Knights is a very popular team, well-known team. They get the attendance too, but they make a lot of merchandise money. I guess it's merchandise money. So but they are the biggest team that way. Owen York, I wish the Habs would bring back 24CH and brought more connection to the team. Yeah, I watched it sometimes. Yeah, I enjoyed that. So if they're not doing it anymore. Well, right now with COVID, I can understand, but I hope they would bring that back afterward. You're right, Rick, buddy. I cheer for a lot of teams. You do. It's okay. You're allowed. Hey, listen, you enjoy the hockey? That's all that matters. Carolina moving to Quebec, yeah. I wish. But, if a team moves, I think first team that's going to move is going to go to Houston. Pretty much sure that Houston's going to get a team if one moves. If 2 move, a different story. I think Quebec has a shot, but not if it's just 1. Because I think Houston, like Quebec, they're ready. They have an arena. I think this anyway, that they have the arena. They're kind of ready to go. Quebec has an arena. They've got management people. Like they got ownership groups that want to buy a team. They're ready to go. Like in an emergency, a team could move to Quebec and have everything they need to. So, but except that, quite sure that Houston is the number 1 target right now for the league. If a team moves, like you might see, like the way Arizona's running and all those years of the rumors, but the way they've been run, the way it's going right now, after COVID and all that, I could see a team like that moving, and maybe even more. So, but then can Quebec now afford to have a team come in even after COVID? How were they hit by it? They didn't have a team there, but how were they hit, the ownership groups that are there and all that? So I don't know, but I expect them to go to Houston first. Where was that? Oh, wait, I must have missed a bit. Gino, hey there, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. Just saw it up there. Good thing I scrolled back. Barzal and Dubois still not signed baffles me. I also wondered if a team like Ottawa or Detroit should offer sheet somebody like from Tampa available. I kind of would have thought that if players are going to get offer sheeted, that would have happened by now. And I'm wondering if the fact we're not seeing any, probably it's not going to happen. You'd think somebody had jumped on Tampa and offer sheeted Sergachev or something like that by now, right? You'd think, but it hasn't happened. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. So yeah, and Barzal, Dubois, I guess too. The big, those are the biggest rumors of guys that might get offer sheeted. But yeah, there's nothing happening that way. It's really boring right now. And I do look. I look around and see if there's anything happening. It's not like I haven't, but I'm having a lot of trouble filming right now. So, but I've got a new phone with a better camera on it. I might check out and see how the video looks on that. It might solve a little of my problems with the bloody computer and the graphics card, which gives me no problem at all for anything other than running the camera, live stream or filming. So if anybody knows what that is exactly, can you confirm that's my graphics card? I'd appreciate that if anybody knows computers. But yeah, it only shuts down when I'm filming. The only time camera's running and I'm recording, and then that's the only time it'll shut down on me. And you never know when. And yeah, so an hour I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes trying to film the video today, and I had to go somewhere, and I was like, okay, that's it. I can't do it right now. It's not gonna happen, and that's it. So yeah, I apologize, but I've got 2 videos ready to go, and I want to get a members only video out there too. And a members only live stream. I'm just considering, I'm kind of on break. I think I've got like a month. By December 1st, I would think we're going to start preparing for training camps if they're on, and maybe even earlier, if they're on target for January 1st, which honestly, I don't think it will be. I honestly don't think they're going to get started till February, but pretty soon I got to start gearing up again for next season. So you got to give me a little break here that there's not a ton of videos being made, because I'm kind of trying to recharge the batteries for the next season. It's going to be a compressed, tight season. A lot of videos to make, lots of work, no breaks. So, yeah, I know it's another excuse for me, but I apologize. It's mostly why we're in the off season, and yeah. And I'm doing this is going to be a top 20 video. I didn't really want to do any top 10 videos and stuff, so I don't know. But I'm going to be doing some because there's nothing happening. Okay, let me get to you guys again. I don't like when teams trade for negotiation rights. It pretty much means you have to overpay the player to get him to sign, or you look foolish. Philly had to with Hayes, and we did with Edmondson. Well, that's if you think that that's an overpayment. I don't really think that was an overpayment with Edmondson. I really don't. And if you want to say, well, it's 4 years and maybe you didn't want that term, it's a very tradable contract. And I think the guy's going to be young by the end of it. So if you got to trade it in 2 years, it's still a young defenseman, big guy. He's going to be not making a ton of money. I don't think it's a problem personally. So I don't know that I agree with you on that particular point, but we're in Montreal. We have to overpay everybody just to get them here. So that's one thing. Maybe the thing with Hayes, not good negotiating team. I mean, I don't know. He's kind of producing, but I don't know, for the money he signed, if I remember correctly. I don't know. You may be right there, but in Montreal, you got to overpay anyway. So, but I think you're going to see a lot of that where you're going to trade for the negotiating rights. Who are your Habs top prospects? Well, I would have to think you've got obviously everybody. Why does that have to pop up while I'm live streaming? Malware bites. I think Paling is still a top prospect because he's going to get a shot here in camp to go. Obviously, Caulfield. I think you got to add Caden Gooley to that up near the top now. Norlander, I think, got hurt today. So I was reading about it just before coming onto the stream. I think separated shoulder or something possible today. But Norlander's up there as a top prospect. I think those are your basic 4 top prospects right now. I might be missing somebody, and if I am, please correct me. But yeah, I think Paling might get a good shot this time. Jake Evans, I guess, could say he's a prospect. I don't know if he's a prospect anymore. He's playing. He's pretty solidified there on the 4th line. I think he's going to be the 4th line center. So yeah, I don't know. I think those are the top 4 right now. I might have forgotten somebody because it seems like in the back of my head, you're forgetting somebody, and I can't think of who it is. Okay, I was scrolled up. I've scrolled down. Did I miss anything? Hey, Johnny, how's it going, buddy? I missed a lot. I think teams made a gentleman's agreement to not offer sheet this year because of COVID and the cap. It's maybe the cap. I think you might be right there. That I don't know if that would be considered. What do they call that? Collusion? Because I don't think that's collusion. They're not going to offer sheet. I don't think that's collusion. But yeah, I think you might be right, and it makes a lot of sense. They have to work together. They have to get along. The teams have to survive. To do at a time like this to be. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just to be that I can't get the word, but to go and when a team's in bad shape and you're taking advantage of that by offer sheeting and it really screws them up. I don't know if that's a good thing to do. Cameron must be a Leafs or Bruins fan. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, right? Yeah. Our team won't go to Canada not until Bettman is gone. That's another thing everybody keeps saying, that Bettman's not going to put another team here in Canada. Well, but the chance is this, and they do say this. A lot of people agree with that. But in an emergency situation where a team really just needs to move quick, you don't have the time to find a buyer, you can go to Quebec. And that's probably the only chance Quebec has to get a team in a situation like that. No point having lives for the sake of it if there's not much to talk about. Okay. You're right. Just I'm not sure why you're saying that. Again, I get lost sometimes talking about things and then forget about what I said earlier. So I'm sorry about that. George, Arrows oui, Nordique jamais. I don't know that they call them the Houston Arrows again, but yeah, maybe. But I wouldn't say Nordique jamais. I don't think it's never. I think that in the right situation, if it pops up, yeah. But you might be right. it's that. So we'll see. I would love to see it, honestly. I would love to see a team here in Quebec with the Nordiques, as the Nordiques, because that was just such a fun, intense, exciting rivalry that, yeah, I would love to have it back. I don't know if it would be the same if they came back and did it again, but I would hope it would be. Do I like the Detroit Red Wings? Yeah, I mean, I'm nothing against the Wings. So, yeah. We should have news and dates soon. I hope so. I think we will. They're working on it, so I think we will find out when. But I would think they're kind of look at February 1st as the start date. That seems to be more likely. Some people say Goulet is going to be a bottom pair defenseman. I think he's got a possibility at a first pairing defenseman. But you never know, right? He's just a prospect. It's all potential. Until the potential hits, you don't know. But I think he's at least an NHL defenseman. Trade Wheel signed Kovalchuk. But why? Honestly, do we really need Kovalchuk? I don't think so. I'm not saying we really need Wheel either, but I don't think we need Kovalchuk. I really don't. Goulet kind of reminds me of Petrie. I think Goulet's going to be a good defenseman, a good, solid, puck-moving, physical defenseman. You guess Romanov. I'm not sure. I must have missed something, but yeah, Romanov will. He's in. Oh, he just got married. I don't think so. I think he's in Russia. Till they know when the season's going to start. I don't think he's in Canada. He just got married like a month or so ago. And young, and he got married. Don't know what he's thinking, but okay. He's going to make the team. I think he's going to make the team. I can't see a team taking Wheel. There's way better free agents than him that could potentially cost less. Yeah, I mean, Wheel probably won't get traded unless he's like a throw-in into a deal. So yeah, you're probably right. And we got him for one more season, I believe, at 1.4 million. It's not a ton. You could put him in the minors, and you get 1,075,000 in relief. So most of his salary could be gotten in relief off the cap by putting him in Laval if he's not needed. So that's going to be an option. Why didn't you lose the mustache along with the beard for November? Well, I kind of did, and I'm growing it back. I know you won't think I didn't fully shave the mustache, but I had it pretty short, and no, it grows pretty fast. I did this on the 1st. We're already the 7th. That's a week. So yeah, I am growing it back. I'm going to only grow the mustache back. I won't grow the beard back till after November, and I'm not allowed to shave the mustache either till November's done. So just my first time doing it. If I made a mistake, I apologize, but it's my first time, and they didn't really give any rules. I'm only going by what I kind of remember from seeing other people do it and hearing things. So let's see. But he's back in Russia until camp. Yeah, that's ZDP's got it. He's back in Russia. I wasn't sure if he was coming back a little bit before, but considering they don't know the start time, and he just got married, let him enjoy his time. He's going to be living in North America for a lot of the rest of his life after this. So, best place to play hockey, Montreal. Wesh. That's a different name. Hey, buddy, thanks for coming in. And yes, you know what? When you're a winner, Montreal's the best place. But I got to tell you, it's the same thing. If you're a loser, it's not really fun. The fans will get on you heavy. But if you're a winner, you're a god here in Montreal for hockey. I think with everything going the way it is, if a team needs to move quickly, they would move to Canada. Yeah, well, that's another good point if it's something now. But I think by the time there's any kind of movement like that, we're going to be probably with a vaccine and treatments and stuff, and it won't be as bad. So you were mentioning members only lives at that time, talking Habs. What? I think mentioning members only live stream at that time. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Just with the off seasons, it's I'm gonna get there. I promise. It seems like I'm having trouble managing my time, my hours in the day. It seems like if I had 6 extra hours in the day, I'd get things done, but I don't. And so I apologize for that. I'm not being great at it. So yeah, I'll get back to it. I promise you guys. I'll get back to it. And by the way, for you, Shamir, I know I've been saying this, but I think I figured out the pucks and how I'm going to do it. I've got everything except one thing I need at the store, and I think I'm going to get them done really soon. So thank you for being so patient with that. And all you guys, there's 4 guys waiting on pucks. Thank you for being patient, but we're almost there. I actually got it figured out, so it took a while. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm doing it myself, and I needed to get it right. And I wasn't comfortable with the way I was going to do it until I found what I needed, and I'm going to get it done. Finally, it was a breakthrough, and it's only been a week, and I have to pick up one last thing. I was no. Okay, I don't know what you wrote. You wrote I don't think so. I was on the waiting list for the Habs season tickets, so maybe I'm the wrong guy to ask. That's from Goalie Girls Rule. We need Desharnais back. Good sarcasm. No, it's not happening. We should re-sign Alzner. No. Crocodile. If Simons would have come to Montreal, do you think Toffoli still would have come here? Well, if Simons would have come, they probably, depending what they paid him, they might not have been looking to get anybody else. So I'm glad Simons didn't sign here. I think we'll be a lot better off with Toffoli. CDP facts. Facts matter. DP. Anyway, you think Habs trade Byron and a pick and maybe go sign Eric Howla? I think he would fit better and has more offensive upside. I haven't heard anything to that direction. I think you'll see a Byron trade, but I think only if they decide Paling's going to be making the team, and they want to get rid of that contract, which is it's a bit big. I think you see them maybe sort of not dump but move move Byron for like a pick and save that cap space, and then you bring in a guy like Paling who's not making that much. And I think that's where you're looking at, because that's the rumor now, is that if Paling makes the team, or they think they will, that you probably see Byron go then. Picking up Howla, I don't know. I don't know that if a guy like Paling can come in, probably for cheaper than Howla and in need of the experience, I think they're going to go with the prospects. Deep B, pick up Corey Perry instead of... that's one in particular I don't like. I'm not a big Corey Perry fan, so I hope not. But I mean, listen, for experience and all that, they might do that, but they're not really signaling that they will. It's kind of like they're signaling that they're not going to do something like that. Byron has higher offensive upside than Howla. From what I can tell, I kind of tend to agree with you on that. Shamir, it's okay, Rick. I was just saying that having members-only lives in particular can be difficult if participants are low and not much to talk about during the off season. Well, this is, I think this is why I haven't, it's not a conscious decision to say, no live stream this week for members only. It's kind of, I think I feel that way, but I'm not consciously, it's not a conscious thing, but you kind of, that's kind of how I feel right now. Is we're off season. The participation level is really low right now because there's not a lot of members. So I'm not blaming members, but there's not a lot of members. So because of that, I'm not really pushing for it. I think there'll be a lot more excitement when we get closer to something happening. And then the members will actually show up, other than you and Jeff and NHL Hockey News Reports. Pretty much that's it lately. So yeah, you kind of wrote out pretty much how I feel about it, and it's kind of the reason why I haven't made sure that there's a live stream, because I don't think my time's been weird, and it's only you and Jeff, and while I appreciate that and everything, it can get a little trying, you know what I mean? So yeah, but we're gonna get back to it soon. I'll know. I'll know. I'll get that feeling, and it'll happen, and that's it. But I don't. I kind of need a break for a couple of weeks. That's really what it was. With everything, with the election, COVID, and blah blah blah. It really gets to you after a while. You get stressed, and I was kind of getting stressed. Now the election's over, so my stress level on that just went down, and I'm good. And I think I can get back to normal. And maybe it won't feel like I need 6 extra hours in a day, because my stress level will be less, and hopefully that'll be good. I'm about to cough because I can't hold it off anymore. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. Toffoli fell into our lap. I don't know that he fell into our lap. I think he was impressed. I read something where he was impressed that Montreal has been after him for a little while, and he wasn't a perfect fit in Vancouver. He wasn't there very long, so he wasn't feeling like he was extra close to these guys. And I kind of think that he really liked where Montreal is going, the direction they're going in, and the fact that they have been kind of after him for the last 3-4 years. So inquiring about him, trying to trade for him, he found out about all that, and I think that's why he signed. I read an article where that's what he said. So if it's a true article, then that's true. If it's not, then maybe I'm wrong. They offered him $2 million. Who did they offer $2 million, Owen? Howla? Yeah, but look, if that's what you're talking about, if Paling works out, I mean, it's under $1 million, and you don't. They can say, okay, you don't have the experience, true, but you want to get Paling some experience, and that's one of the ways to do it, obviously, by having him in the lineup. So, yeah, I don't see a move like that right now. I think maybe in training camp, maybe someone gets injured. There might be something like that where they feel they make a move and they bring in somebody experienced, but I don't think till they see how the kids are playing, I don't think we're going to see that. So let's see. I scrolled down again to the bottom this time. So let's see. Same here, Rick, buddy. I don't like Corey Perry very much. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about him. I don't know. I don't know. But one thing, to say I don't like him and then to take away his experience and his skill and all that and his talent, no, that I won't do. He is a very experienced, has won. He knows what it takes to win. He'll do what it takes to win. I won't take that away from him. I just don't like him for some reason. So that's the only reason. And I'm not saying he's no good, but I don't know. Not for me. But yeah, that type of a player could be very helpful. I just don't think they're going to do it. I think they're going to go with the young guys. Wheel will probably get sent down. Yeah, I think if they need to, I think so too. If they need to get, because who are they going to trade him to, really? Unless a team asks for him, okay. But you're right. I think when they need cap relief, I think a guy like Wheel will go down. And you get that relief. Because apparently it doesn't matter the size of the contract unless they're making under the $1 million. But you get $1 million. I think you get $700,000. And then there's like $375,000. It's something like that, but it comes out to $1,075,000, and that's what they were getting every year for Alzner. So Wheel's contract is $1.4 million. If he goes down, so now you're saving a lot of money. It's only $325,000 it's costing you. It's not so bad against the cap, right? Not so bad. Where was I now? Can't wait for this season to start. Yeah, we're all waiting, I think. But you can, I think you can pretty much figure between January 1st and February 1st it's going to start. Unless there's complications. But I think in the direction, listen, now there's a little bit better direction in the U.S., and they're really going to attack this problem, and I think they'll make some strides. So we'll see what happens. It might look good by January to February next year. GoPro Tendy. We already have Fleury, Romanov, Kulak, and Mete. I didn't see what he was offering. And so no, there is a log jam with our defense. I don't know if there's a log jam exactly. I don't think there is. I think, first of all, competition is great for everybody. And I think it makes everybody better. And there's not a big log jam, but the more competition you have for each slot you have on the team, it's only better for the team and makes guys play better, and it's good. The work you do on this channel is much appreciated, and you know what, Shamir, that comment is much appreciated, and you are much appreciated as well as a subscriber. You really, really are, and all you guys are. I do this for fun, and maybe that's why I don't push myself harder to make more videos, because I don't want it to be a burden, and I don't want it to be a job that way. So I hope you guys would understand that. And right now, like I said, it's off season, so I'm trying to take a little bit of advantage of that, and I've got a lot of stuff to do on a regular basis, so it's hard to work it all in. I have been celebrating today. I took a shot at Jack on air, Jack Daniels, and in celebration, had an argument with a subscriber, and yeah, it's a celebration. I saw something I wanted to read. Charity Montreal, never. That'll never happen. That'll get you a timeout. Did you time out somebody? Oh, the Charity Montreal. Hope you've been. Yeah, I have been. They offered Simons $2 million. Yeah, they offered him. He didn't even look at it. Apparently, he wanted to go to Toronto, not Montreal. He took less to go to Toronto. I just don't like him because he's one of the dirtiest players in the game, in my opinion. That's Corey Perry. Yes, Corey Perry will do whatever he has to get the job done. This is one of the things I don't like about him. But a guy like that, when he's on your team, you look at him differently, though. It's not the same. Ever heard of Yuzu Sushi? Any good? I don't do sushi, so I really couldn't tell you. I have never in my life had sushi. The hockey guy said today he thinks Suzuki could be a point-a-game player next season. Yeah, I was. I don't know. There's something. I think poor Shannon's having a little trouble this summer, and it's not to do with this. Uh, I've been watching less of his videos because I'm not enjoying them as much. It's like he's either off or having trouble with finding good content. But so I haven't been watching him every day. Or it's just because of the election and everything going on, my attention's been elsewhere. But yeah, no, I think he really likes Suzuki, and I agree. I think he could be a point-a-game player, could be a superstar in this league. Potential is still there. He hasn't hit it yet. Until he does, it's all potential, and we don't know. But I think he does have potential for that, to be maybe even an elite hockey player. I think he could be that good. Garrett, Goalie Girls, what do you think? Think he can do this early in his career? Not sure what you guys is talking about. Sorry, I scrolled and I just don't want to miss anybody's comments. Sadiq Alwi, Paling or Evans? If you're asking me for center on fourth line, I think it's going to be Evans. I think Paling is going to get a shot to win one of the wingers slots, probably left wing. But I think they've decided Evans is going to be the fourth line center unless he has a putrid camp. So I think that's pretty much guaranteed. But I think Paling will get a shot to play a fourth line winger role. I really think. And listen, Nick Suzuki started his first, I want to say 14 games or so on the wing on the fourth line. So if Suzuki can do it, Paling can do it. He is a year or two away from that. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, if you're saying that Shannon says for next season, no, I would agree with you. I don't think I'm going to be really happy if Suzuki can get in between 60 to 70 points if they play an 82 game schedule. So, figure the ratio. I don't think he's going to be a point-a-game player next season, but give it a year or two. I think he will be. He either will or won't be, and then we'll know he is not a point-a-game player. And maybe his career best will be that, but we'll have to see. So, but I think he's got potential. He had some good, solid runs during last season where he was point-a-game for extended periods. So I think he can do it, but it takes a lot of good luck, determination, skill, a lot of things like that. And he's got that anticipation that I think he could do it, but we'll have to see. As much as I love, my first year on this platform, yeah, I think I over predicted for guys, and it was like they were that way better than my rose-colored glasses on. And I realized that, so I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I think Suzuki has potential to be a really, really, really good player, to a star elite player. I'm not going to say generational because I don't think he's generational, but I think you can say possibly elite. I think that's fair to say. Hang on a sec. I'm thirsty at this point. No. Just celebrated 4 months as a member. I noticed you got the yellow badge. All right. Thank you, buddy. I really, I do it. And plus your first month upgraded. The only, you're the, what do I call that? Top 6? You're only top 6. Is it top? Yeah, top 6 forward. You're the only one. Excuse me, guys. Of course, we're over an hour. I'm going to be tired. No, so Jeff and I asked Jeff if he wants to podcast tonight. He's not able to. But we both he said if he could stay awake, I think I would have the same problem. See, I wasn't lying, Jeff. But it's always like this for me. By 10 o'clock, I'm tired. And an hour of podcasting makes you tired. For a guy my age, no. Shouldn't say that. Where was I now? Thanks for the live streams, Rick. I'm in Florida. Awesome. And I'm even more exhausted than you from this whole election thing. But I look forward to watching your stream. Hey, listen, buddy, every Saturday, usually 8, sometimes 9. The reason 9 today, I wanted to watch the Biden speech. So that's really the reason. I knew it was going to happen. I hadn't heard officially when I posted this, but I said, 9 o'clock just in case. And I'm glad I did. And listen, if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you give a subscribe and a thumbs up. Everybody, if you're enjoying yourself, haven't given a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying it and you want to come back for more, and you can come back for more even if you don't subscribe. Don't worry about that. I'd appreciate the subscribes if possible. But the main thing is we're having fun. Scroll here. It's always dangerous. Okay, I'm at the bottom. We'll see if I need to go back up anyway. Unpopular opinion, Drouin will have a career year next year. Yeah, listen, you know what? I don't think that's an unpopular opinion exactly. Playing with Suzuki and Anderson, I think we'll know the value of Anderson if Drouin does have a career year. We'll really know the value of a big guy like Anderson on that line with those two guys. So I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. Wheel, Evans, and Paling will fight for a top 9 role, and the lower will be the 4th line center. Yeah, I don't know. I think Evans and Paling will get a shot. Let me read your comment again. Wheel, Evans, and Paling will fight for a top 9 role, and the lower will be the 4th line center. I got you. I don't know that I agree with that. We'll have to see. I think if anything, they're going to be fighting for the 4th line roles, and you might even see that being the 4th line. Evans centering Paling and Wheel. I could see that. With the Olympic next summer, NHL will not play a full season. No, I mean, if they can get started January 1st in a very compressed way, then they could do a full season. But I think February 1st, with the Olympics starting, which means they have to have a cutoff date. They got to be done by a certain time, or, NBC is not going to want to be showing hockey games, NHL games when the Olympics are on. So, I think it's going to be a 48 season, as compressed as they can make it, and that's what I think is going to happen. And we won't have any qualifying rounds. It'll be right into the playoffs, and that's it. Kovalchuk would be a good signing for a 3rd line role. If Gallagher, or anyone in the top 6 is injured, he can fit perfectly there. I couldn't stop doing that. Sorry. I just don't see Kovalchuk coming back at this point. Not from what I've read. I really don't think he's coming back here. He's waiting. I think maybe mid-season you might see a team sign him if they need a little extra help because of injury or whatever. I don't know. I think he might be he might find it hard to get a contract right now. If Drouin plays uninspired hockey again, then what? Oh, well, then you look to trade him the next season, I would think, if he does play uninspired, I don't know how many years he's got left. I think he's got 3 seasons left on that contract. So, yeah, if he's looking like that, which I don't think it'll happen. I think actually he'll do well. He plays well when he's got a big guy like Anderson on his wing playing with him. So, yeah, I think he'll do well. We'll see what happens, though. A breakout season for Drouin will help Suzuki immensely. Yeah, I mean, of course. But I think they're going to be really helped a lot by Anderson. I really think both players are going to be helped by Anderson. I've seen a bunch of highlights. I like what I see from Anderson. I think he brings his size effectively to the line, and I think he has some scoring ability. And if he does, it's going to really help these two guys if he plays on the same line with them, I think. This is my first visit on your channel, and I'm subscribing. All right, Sadiq. I appreciate that, buddy. Hit that notifications bell. It'll let you know when my live streams are on, or I put out a video. And there should be 2 coming out tomorrow, new videos, and I'm on every Saturday night. So I really appreciate that. So thanks and welcome to the channel. Chris Bears. Oh, if we could move out Galchenyuk, we can move Drouin if needed. Yeah, I mean, you got to figure that, right? Galchenyuk was good when we traded him. Drouin would be more of an issue if he has a bad year. True, and that's a good point too. Galchenyuk was kind of coming off of a good year, decent year, if not a good one, and that you wouldn't be able to say about Drouin with the last 3-year history with them. Yeah, it might be harder. NBA starts December 22nd. Hockey shouldn't be too far from that date. I would assume maybe January 1st. I know their goal is, but I mean, they don't have a lot set up. So maybe they do behind the scenes and they haven't announced anything. But from the looks from the outside, doesn't look like they'll be ready, but you never know. We'll have to see. No, I didn't almost fall asleep there. I was actually contemplating, but I am tired, and the possibility could happen. So I know when to cut it short, which I might be cutting soon because I am tired. You know, it's funny because yeah, I've had my nights with that, but this is kind of just like a big relief with the news today. It's like a really big relief. I've been going strong all day, so yeah, and I've been celebrating. So you know, I might not be able to walk a straight line if I got pulled over and I was driving. So yeah. Galchenyuk, when we traded him, had put up, not the season before, but he had a 30-goal season. That's right. So it was probably a little easier to trade him. Although, listen, you know, honestly, Drouin puts up his 50 points, save. You can do that every year. It's not bad at the money he makes. That's right. He's paid properly, and we just expect so much more from him because he's been hyped so much. And he's French. He's a local kid, so that's another reason why. Excuse me. Galchenyuk has shown that was a fluke. You know, I don't know that it was a fluke, but what I think happened is, you know, with the father getting in the way and all that, he got away from his commitment to the game. That's it. I think Galchenyuk's a very talented kid, but his head is screwy. It's not on right, and there's something wrong there with his thinking, allowing his father to get in the way of his NHL career like that. I don't know. But I think he had the talent. I don't think it went away. Go. Nope. Hey, Rick, how have you been? Hey, Brandon, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing good. I'm a little bit slightly inebriated, celebrating the American news today, the news from the States. Yeah, I'm doing good, and I'm getting tired. I figure another few minutes, and we're gonna. So you came in late. I appreciate that you did, and nice seeing you. I hope you'll be here next week as well. I mean, if you can, you know, listen, you don't, but I do appreciate that you came in and said hi. Even I hate Columbus Blue Jackets. I'm looking forward for Josh Anderson. Yeah, I put up a video on Twitter, and that was last week, I think, of Anderson and Chara having a fight. And Anderson held his own. Chara did not beat him. And yeah, you're going to like this guy. We're going to like this guy a lot, I think. I really think we're going to like Anderson a lot. According to Renaud Lavoie of TVA Sports, there is supposed to be an announcement in the next 7 to 10 days regarding whether they will start the season on January 1st. That would be great. The NBA confirmed they start December 22nd. Well, I appreciate that update, Brandon. I really do, because I was just saying I hadn't really heard anything and I was expecting some news. So there you go. We got ourselves a bit of an update that we should hear something in the next week to 10 days, and that would be great for me, especially to know how to plan when I've got to get back to being really active and how much longer I have to be sort of sitting in the sun. Habs almost drafted Riley over Galchenyuk. Imagine if that had happened. That is a very true thing, that they almost drafted Morgan Riley. Look, I'm going to assume you're right, and that's the draft, but I just heard this recently. There was that. I didn't catch which draft exactly, that they had almost drafted Riley. But I kind of, Yeah, it can't be when Drouin was drafted because Montreal didn't draft Drouin. So, yeah, that would have been great. I think having Riley here would have been a lot better than having Galchenyuk here. That's for sure. Being a Sens fan and a Habs fan, it's so weird seeing Alex Galchenyuk in a Sens jersey. Yeah, well, you know, he's getting another chance. I wonder what jersey they gave his father. I can't wait for the comments on our goalie tandems video. I got to be able to film it. I had 6 takes, got shut down each time by the computer. So I'm probably going to try right after I finish with this. I'm going to take a quick break, walk the dog, and give it a try. And if not, I'll get it done in the morning. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. And we're going to do the next podcast, hopefully tomorrow night. And we're going to do exactly what your idea was, by the way, to do the podcast about it and do the video. And then you get to tell everybody what your thinking is for your picks. And I don't have to try to explain it for you. So I like that idea. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. And we'll see how it does. Okay, so listen, I'm at the end of the comments. I'm getting tired. We're only 9 minutes off my normal time. I'm going to say goodnight now. I want to thank everybody for being here. Listen, if Redden, if you happen to see this, although I hid you from the channel, maybe you'll be on a different one. I'm sorry, buddy. Sorry it came to that. I didn't want that to happen with anybody. But, you know, you kind of made your bed and now you got to sleep in it. So I'm always open to an apology. And yeah, I think there's things for you to apologize for if you happen to see this video on replay. But other than that, thanks for being a subscriber for a while. We had some good conversations in the live streams, and I'm gonna miss you as a subscriber. So too bad that happened with Redden. So I hope we can work that out eventually. We'll see. And I want to thank like GoPro attendee that I see right there. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you around again. I always like having fans from other fan bases, so that's always great. And hey, give it a subscribe. I wouldn't mind. Like I said, you're always welcome, even though you're a Bruins fan, which is great. I think there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, thanks everybody. We'll see you members during the week. Yeah, we'll get it done. And all you for this live stream next Saturday should be back at the normal time of 8 o'clock. And yeah, have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Peace out, y'all. I'm going to see you next video. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here.